Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will discuss Pascal triangle. What's the question? Given an integer num rows, return the first two num rows of Pascal triangle. This is the Pascal triangle. How the triangle is formed? Simply, the first row is the value 1. And if you observe carefully, all the left side borders and right side borders, the values are 1. And at any point, if you want to get a value, the value is sum of above two values. If you observe here, how do you are getting to the above two values 1 comma 1? Here we are getting 3, 1 plus 2. Here 3 is 2 plus 1. Here, how do you get 4? Above two values 1 plus 3. Now you got the format. Now, how do you display the output? In the form of rows. Here we are maintaining one list. Within the list, each element is a list of rows. Suppose the first row, the value is equal to 1. Second row, 1 comma 1. Third row, 1 to 1. Like this, each row is an element in the list. Now we are trying to solve this problem carefully. Now move to the problem. What is the first step? And again, observe carefully. They are asking the number of rows. Suppose if number of rows is equal to 5, the 0th row, value 1, first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. Like this, you need to do the task. The first step is if number of rows is equal to 0 means the triangle is empty. Now, what you need to return? Return an empty list means the triangle does not consist of any row. Suppose if the number of rows is equal to 1 means you no need to do any calculation. Simply number of rows is equal to 1 means only one value. So return, this is answer. This consists of only one row. Clear? Now move to the question carefully. If you have more than one row, what you are going to do? All the calculations for storing the entire result. Up to now, zeros row I am returning the value, one row I am returning the value. Suppose if you have more than one row, you need to store the result. Triangle, this is used for storing my answer. Initially, my triangle consists of the 0th row. Why? If you are moving, if these two conditions are not at all executed, means minimum two rows. So the first row, anyway, the value is 1. Simply, I am writing the value 1. Now I am doing my calculation from first row. 0th row is completed. 0th row is completed by calculation from the first row. So repeat the process for I in range of starting from first row until number of rows. Suppose here what is the number of rows? According to this example, number of rows is equal to 5. Parallelly, we are doing so number of rows is equal to 5. Initially, my triangle, that is my answer, consists of the first row. According to the diagram, this one. Now, what I written? For I in range of 1 comma 5. 1 comma 5 means what are the possible values? 1, 2, 3, 4 only. The end value is not at all considered. Now, whenever I entered inside the for loop, first 0th row is completed. Now you need to fill the first row. What the first row consists of? Value 1 only. For each and every row, what I am doing? Each and every row, I am using some index, that is a list row. The value is equal to 1. So whenever I entered to the first row, row is equal to 1 means here this one is completed. Yes, the left to side one is placed. The left side one is placed. Anyway, not at all appended, placed. Now for j in range of, anyway, I will explain this one later. 1 comma I. I return some statement, whatever it is, ignore. Now, once I coming out of the loop, row dot append of 1. What is the meaning? The first time 1 comma, what is the value of I? Value of I is equal to 1. My inner for loop 1 comma 1 is executed. So the last index is not at all considered. It is not executed. Immediately I return the statement row dot append of 1 means what is row? Initially row consists of one element. Whenever you are writing row dot append of 1, now 1 comma 1. Now you got it? Now like this row is created. Now this entire row is appended to triangle. Now you got the point? Entire row is appended to triangle. Triangle dot append of row. By this, what happened? By this, initially 1, here 1 comma 1 is also appended. 1 comma 1 is also appended. In the next iteration, I is equal to 2. So whenever enter into the loop, row is equal to 1. Again, a new row is created. The value is equal to 1 for j in range of 1 comma 2. J in range of 1 comma 2. That means it consider up to 1 comma 1. Now here the left side value I marked as 1, and anyway the last value is also 1. Between the first value before appending the one, in between I am doing the calculation. Now I am at the second row. How do you get this value? The sum of previous value 1 plus 1, 2. Anyway, if you are moving to third row, you are getting 1 comma 3 for j in range of 1 comma 3. Now observe the left side value is equal to 1. Here in the last value is also 1. In the middle, what I am doing? The previous two values. How you are getting? I am at third row. This is second row. So, in my triangle list, I am considering the previous row, I minus 1. And this is zeroth column, j minus 1. This is added with same I minus 1 with first column, j. And this is added to the triangle. Now I will show you here in place of pass. That is, you are calculating the middle value. How I am doing? Row dot append of. I am adding the value. Triangle of the previous row and before column. J minus 1 plus triangle of I minus 1 and the corresponding column. Okay, these middle values are appended. After coming out of the loop, the last side 1 is added. After that, that row is appended to the triangle. Once coming out of all the loops, you need to return triangle. Now you got the point. Again, observe. This is the first element. This is the last one. In between, you are adding the previous row's sum. Now run. Accepted. Yes. Submit. Submitted successfully. You got it? This is the way to implement Pascal triangle. Thank you.